And now for something completely different. Well, it's not actually completely different. It's for a guy who has got a YouTube channel, Tram Junction. Okay, his name's Geoff. He's one of my avid followers, old Geoff. And this one's for him particularly, but anybody can watch it because it's interesting anyway. It's got about trams. Yeah, all right. I don't know much about trams. I assume that as Geoff has both trains and trams on his YouTube channel, he's particularly interested, obviously, in both. One would hope. And this is just about trams. What I'm going to do is I've got 3 plaques, which I'm going to show you, and they're ceramic. They're ceramic plaques. Short story. The last place that I lived, whilst I was still in the UK, was up near Ripley in Derbyshire, which is the home of the Midland Railway. Wonderful place. Worked there on the machines for a while, repairing the large locos. But also, just up the road, in actual fact, about a quarter of an hour up the road, 10 minutes up the road, was Craich. Craich is the Tramway Museum. And it just happened that one of my friends, I was a potter at the time, okay, as in ceramics, as in making pottery, right? Don't know whether I've got anything to show you. Oh, these kind of things, these plates, where are they? That one there, hanging on the wall. That's one of my plates, anyway, and stuff like that. It had a pottery, and I had a friend who was a potter also, who called Charles. Now, Charles couldn't throw, and I couldn't do what he did, which was this exquisite modelling. So we used to occasionally help each other out if he wanted some plates to do some modelling on, or something round to do some modelling on. I used to do it for him, and in return he gave me some plaques. Okay, so the 3 plaques which I'm going to show you on the I'm looking at that flickering there, wondering what it is. You see that flickering? It's the fire in the front room reflected in something. And anyway, I thought the front room was a light. No, it's not a light. It's the fire's a light, but the front room isn't. Anyway, the three plaques were made by Charles. Charles has since died. He was a very good friend, and he was an exquisite potter, and he worked in a little workshop. He had 2 workshops. He had one at home, and he had one up in the Craich Tramway Museum. And he used to help out the tram, because he was interested in trams. His house was like Victoriana. It was phenomenal. Everything was as if it had just come out of Victorian times. He lived like that. A superb house, absolutely lovely stone cottage, which he'd turned into a pottery and everything. It was just a workshop. He didn't used to sell or open it up to the public or anything like that, did Charles? He was very secluded, very private man. But he made the plaques of trams. He actually made a 3-dimensional. I mean, the plaques are kind of 3-dimensional, yeah. But he made big globes. I've seen something that he's done. Well, I've seen not everything he's done, but a lot of it. And it's like a part of the world, but it's just a bit of land, shape of the world. Let's put it that way. And going across it is a tram track, and he's got tram. It's just it doesn't work. It's not electric, but minuscule. minuscule. I mean, the world, I suppose, was about a foot diameter, and he made this tram to go across the top of it with all the houses, like a little village. Stunning, absolutely stunning. And I'm just trying to remember the name of the guy he made a plaque for. He's a folk singer. The name will come. Maybe it's not going to come now. You're not going to sit there for half an hour waiting for me to deliberate on it, are you? Anyway, he did. He opened something. This chap. He came up and he opened something at the Tramway Museum, and he was presented. They asked Charles to make something so that the Tramway Museum could present it to him for his whatever it was that he was opening up. I can't remember, or opening another tram, or smashing a champagne bottle over it. I don't know. Anyway, he did make a plaque which was about 1.5 foot tall by about 1 foot wide, at front of a tram, and the driver was the guy, was this folk singer, Ralph McTell. I can't remember. Anyway, absolutely, it was a spit. Well, kind of a spitting image as far as Charles went. Anyway, Geoff, I sincerely hope you like the 3 pictures of the plaques. I've got them in my house. I shall treasure them and pass them down to my kids. Absolutely storming me. Thanks for your remarks, by the way. Always appreciated. Well, at the moment they are, because they're all quite nice, aren't they? You just wait until you've seen this. All right. Happy continuation, as they would say here in France. And look after yourselves, eh? And we'll be back to the proper stuff. Well, this is proper stuff, isn't it? I'll do what I want. I think it's proper stuff, you may not. But anyway, back to that on the next one, I think. Yeah. Okay. Cheers. Bye. Can't find the button. Jeez.